the CME Group in Chicago, and take a look at the trading higher here right now by a penny in the corn trade. Todd Horwitz, Bubba Trading. It's BubbaTrading.com. Looks like you're ready for Easter.
I am ready for Easter, and I'm excited. I'm going to go on an Easter egg hunt, right?
Oh,
Me and the Maytag repairman.
All right, talk about the grain trade here. 2 days in a row, a little bit higher in here. Some folks a little bit surprised even yesterday we were as high as we were.
You know, Mark, I think we're at a very interesting spot here, and I still believe that obviously there's some lower prices coming. I'm very bullish overall, but I think we have to see a little bit of a pullback. And we've seen over the last couple of weeks, we've seen some fairly good rallies, and they always seem to peter out and fail at the end of the day. And soybeans today, a little bit stronger than I would have thought they might be. I think you want to watch 910 here as the upper level. I still think we're going to see some pullback here and some selling pressure. Corn has been by far the weakest over the last couple of weeks, and it seems to be having a major problem getting through 370 here. So I think you're going to see, my overall look is that we make new lows in corn and beans before it's over, but those are spots that I'm looking to buy. Again, I'm not a seller here. I'm certainly looking for opportunities to buy. I think we're just getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Maybe a little bit of a short squeeze, but remember, it's still kind of quiet. I mean, you hear in the background behind me, there's not much going on. Even with a bean market that's up 6 or 7 cents, there isn't much activity. So I think overall, I think we wait until we get a little bit of a pullback. I think we'll see that pullback. I think that's really what I'm looking for. However, I do believe wheat has put in its low, and I think that wheat is not, we're not going straight up. I think wheat's going to start grinding its way higher from here.
Very good. Before we get to wheat, if you're a corn and soybean producer, I've asked you this almost every time you're with us. If you have that grain in storage, and we're hearing a lot more corn or soybeans moving at $9 or better, do you like that play in the cash?
You know, I like holding. I think we've got higher prices. You have to obviously look at your own finances and look at your money and say, can I afford to hold? Because you can lock in that $9 price by hedging it and taking care of it and still holding out for more money. That's the way that I like to play it. I always like to be in a position, Mark, that let me make the decision when I'm going to sell. And there's ways that you can lock those numbers in, so you know, but you want to be able to benefit from those big up moves, because you know, markets never announce themselves. They don't send a telegram saying we're going higher.
Yeah.
They just start and they go. And I happen to think this is going to be a very good year for our farmers and producers.
And we're still, if not record, very near a record short here in corn, especially. I would think some of those don't want to hold up. You know, they're not long-term holders of those contracts, are they?
No, they're mostly speculators. You know, you've got some shorts that were left over that are getting squeezed, and that's the real key here. See, we haven't seen what we would call a blow off to the upside yet that would then be met by a sell-off that would then be met by a bigger rally. We saw that pattern develop in cattle about 3 months ago, but this is what we're looking for. Overall, I want to see the shorts get squeezed first, then the market break down, and then that gives us our buying opportunity. Technically, that's a much better spot to buy overall, and that's what I'd be looking for, and that's why I think the markets are very tenuous right now still, even though they're a little bit higher.
Very good. All right, Todd Horwitz, a penny higher in corn. He mentioned 6-7 cents higher in the soybean trade. Wheat higher yesterday, and wheat is up just a penny right now, a little bit better in Chicago. Kansas City, nearby May, is 4 cents higher, and in Minneapolis, the nearby contract there, 2 cents better at 5.14.5. Back to Chicago in 1 minute. We'll take a look at the livestock trade. Get Todd's thoughts there as well.